Welcome, Libra. This is the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot, and I am Zachary. Today I am doing your monthly read for October with specific information or advice on the solar eclipse on the 14th and the new moon. Got an eclipse there in Libra, which is relationships and partnerships. So I wanted to pull an oracle card here from my Starseed Oracle to get a general energy on what you may be going through, or the energy surrounding the eclipse for you as well. Every sign has a different way that they're engaging with the eclipse here. So for Libra, you're looking at sudden new beginnings and fresh starts. It's important to be clear about what it is that you want, and to put that into a clear intention and to make it your next step. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a card here, whichever one makes sense to me. Give me just 1 second. So we have Portal. Doors are opening, you decide, rewards, and wild card. Woo! I like that. Especially with new opportunities and fresh starts. Anything could happen. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and read the meaning. I opened right to it. Hey! You're my last read here for the month, so that makes me feel great. So Portal. Doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. Doors are opening for you. Your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. The universe is saying, yes, you have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's also a time when you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You're swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use this moment in time wisely. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects that you've been working on are coming to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. When this card comes up in a spread, it's a sure sign that effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is your portal into that new reality. Now is the time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on in. What would you like most to experience? Cool. So now is your time, Libra. Whatever things that you've been wanting to try, new opportunities, or ways of being, now's the time to use that portal energy. I mean, the eclipse is a portal, and it is in Libra, so I love this. It's almost cheeky to me. So you are very much in that energy of your own portal right now. What a great time to be a Libra. I think it's important just to get clear on what it is that you want. Yeah, just make that a very clear and distinct intention, and put that out there, especially around the time of the eclipse and the new moon. And I think you're going to find some really awesome success with that. So we'll get started here. I'm using my Witchy Tarot and my Lightseers Tarot. So I'm going to do a main read here with my Witchy Tarot. We're looking at what is Libra going through, or advice for Libra for this time. And then with my Lightseers, I'm going to pull 4 cards at the end that will be your challenge, your blessing, or the good stuff, the good energy, and then clarifying the outcome in this reading, and then whatever energy is blocked right now that's preventing you from your best possible outcome. So what messages do we have for Libra? Libra, 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 Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. All right. So on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ace of Swords. So right away, it tells me that there are some of you that are feeling anxious or nervous about adapting or adopting a new way of thinking about something. And that makes sense here with the portal and with the eclipse too. You are being asked to change the way that you're thinking in order to ascertain those things, those new fresh opportunities that you want. Don't be a scared. You can do it. I know that, you know, I'm a Gemini sun, being a fellow air sign. Our minds are our superpower a lot of the time, but it can also be where we trap ourselves. So this is just inviting you to allow yourself to have a different way of thinking about something. So first card here, we've got the Hierophant. That's crossed by the Two of Swords. We've got the Nine of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Ten of Swords, Three of Cups, Six of Cups, Queen of Cups, and Page of Pentacles. Okay, let's get into this. This looks very sharp out the gate. It's quite a bit of swords. Okay. All right. So to start, we've got the Hierophant here, and this is going to be how you're showing up here. And the Hierophant is about tradition. Could even be about religion. I think what this is saying is that you are, maybe you're stuck in, or you've been doing something in a way, and the reason you're doing that is because that's just the way that you've done it, or that's the way that things have been. And this is just reflecting that. There is there are two keys here at her feet, and that can be the possibility of opening two different doors. So I think what this is saying for some of you, if this resonates, you are in a place where you're wanting something new, you're wanting a change, a new opportunity, a new way of thinking, but you're also stuck, or you feel obligated to continue to do something one way because maybe religiously that's what they say you should do. Maybe it's the way your family's always done it. Maybe it's the way you've always done it. This is just how we do this as a culture. But this is offering a different path. You can keep going down that road if you want to, or you could try something new. And I would wager that you're interested in trying something new if you found your way here. So that energy being crossed by the Two of Swords, there is a need here to make a decision. You've got those crossed keys, like I said, down here. And the Two of Swords, there's a required decision that needs to be made. So I'm feeling that there's pressure, maybe from different angles. Maybe you're feeling pressure for yourself to change the way that something has been happening, but then you're also getting pressure from your family or your religion, your community, your partner, to continue doing something or being a certain way. And this is saying that you need to make a choice on which path you want to go down right now. And with you being in portal energy, with the eclipse going on as well, I would highly recommend considering maybe not making the choice that's different here, especially with these swords coming up. And I'll get there. So there's a choice that needs to be made. And some of you might have, you know, more than one choice, more than just the two choices to make. There's an island back here that she can get up off of that bench if she wanted to, and take her blindfold off and look around. She has these two choices in her hand, and she thinks these are the only two choices. And some of you may only have two choices, but for some of you, I feel that there are other choices that can be made, but you need to take the blindfold off and look around you. And that may be the best path for you. So this is what you know about the situation here. Nine of Swords is, owie. Nine of Swords is that mental anguish and anxiety that is keeping you up at night. So there's something going on here, and I'd wager that it's because you've been living your life in the way that you always have. You've been doing the same things because that's expected of you, because you're just used to it, because you haven't had the opportunity to know that there is another choice that's out there. You've always thought that there are the only two choices. Maybe it's, you know, being religious or not being religious, or being in a relationship or not being in a relationship, or, you know, eating this food versus that food, or having this job or that job. But, and for some of you, that may be the case. But I think for others of you, there are other options available, and that's going to take removing the blindfold to see those other options. But right now, you're in a place where you are not comfortable at all. In fact, you're in pain. You're not sleeping at night because you're stressed. The nightmare that's happening here is keeping you from being able to sleep. So whatever's happening in your waking life, your soul, your body, your interior, your compass is saying something is off or something's not right. And you need to make a choice on what you want to do with that. But right now, it is harming you. And that's why you have to make a choice, because this isn't something you can continue doing. So what's hidden here, or what you may not know, but will make itself known, is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is, he's a pragmatic person. He tends to, either his material wealth or realm, knowing that it takes that patience to grow what he needs to grow. So what that's saying to me is that in needing to make this decision, whatever it is, maybe some of you need to leave a situation that is causing you to lose sleep. This is just saying that it's going to take patience. Like, making that decision is not going to solve everything. It may help alleviate the immediate night terrors, but it's going to take consistency and patience tending to this new choice for it to become good. It seems like some of you are in a place right now, you're between a rock and a hard place. And that sucks. I'm really sorry. So the energy coming into this situation, but that is also leaving the situation or waning, is the Knight of Wands. the Knight of Wands is a creative person. But there's also a note of the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving energy in the Knights, and the Knight of Wands is the second fastest moving energy. What I'm feeling from this is there's been creativity in the past, or passion in the past. There's something that you enjoy doing that lights you up, and you were pursuing that pretty fervently. And for some reason, that's not being pursued as much right now. So there's a portion of you that's not being fulfilled, and that's your creative side. And you're a creative person. Maybe, you know, you're an artist in some way. You like to draw or paint. And you were pursuing that just for the sake of pursuing it, because it lights your soul on fire. But for some reason, that's not as present right now. Or you're a singer, or a tattoo artist is something that's coming through. For some reason, you've stepped away, or have been stepping away from something that fulfills you on a passionate level, or allows your passion to come forward in creativity. And maybe it's because some of you were pursuing something to monetize it, or to become famous, or what have you. And I would encourage you, if that's the case, to pick it back up and do it for the sake of doing it, because it's not always about, we live in a society and world right now where you're rewarded if you're the best of the best, right? And that really sucks for every other soul here that has a gift to express themselves in a creative way, to put passion into creating art, to bringing that beauty from the ether into this physical realm. Those individuals that aren't the very best rarely are celebrated as much, and that's horseshit. We need people to continue to create beauty and to appreciate beauty just for the sake of it. And your soul needs this. I think this is a part of what is hurting you at night, and you don't know that. So there's this choice that needs to be made. Maybe you stepped away from, maybe you are an artist, and the traditional path that you're taking right now because you feel like you need to, maybe your family's pressuring you, what have you, is you've gone back to school to be a doctor, and you don't give a shit about being a doctor. There's something about that for some of you here that's important. And I would encourage you to, when you're looking at making that decision, whether it's the two, going to school, you know, being an artist, maybe instead of going to school to be a doctor, you can look at going to school to be a tattoo artist or a hairdresser. There are many different forms of art that are careers too. So there's something about listening to yourself and what it is that you actually want. I think you're listening to someone else right now, for some of you. And I think for others of you, this could be, maybe you were a passionate and creative person as a single person. And maybe you're in a relationship right now that is restricting that. If that's for some of you, but I really get the feeling of, even if this relationship may not even be restrictive, maybe you're restricting yourself for some reason. You've lost your zest here for some reason. So in what's coming, a possibility that's coming in the future, in the near future, is the Ten of Swords. And I'm not gonna lie, that's a crappy card. The Ten of Swords is rock bottom. It's so much pain that there's nowhere else to go. Complete loss. And this loss is coming because you have lost yourself. What drives you? It's impossible to operate in this world and have, happy emotion, success, gratitude, looking on the sunny side of life, the brighter side of life, being an optimistic person, when maybe part of your soul feels like it's not even there. So I think for some of you, you're not going to make this decision, or you're not considering that you have a decision. You have a choice. You always have a choice. There is not anything in this world or anyone that is in control of you. You have a choice. So this is not inevitable, but it is a probability if you're going to continue to blindfold yourself. You're already awake anyway at night. Might as well fully awaken yourself to that reality that this is not an inevitability. You're not on a track to your destruction. You have a choice. So make that choice. What you're afraid of here, Three of Cups. Three of Cups is about camaraderie, getting together with people that you love and that love you, and enjoying their company, finding happiness in that connection. Being something that you're afraid of, I think you're stuck in your head. You're so stuck in your head because this has been going on. You've been out of touch with your driving force for long enough. Maybe you're afraid to reach out and connect with people because you don't feel like you deserve it, or you feel like no one would understand. But you'd be surprised. There's nothing new under the sun. Whatever it is you have gone through, I promise you there's somebody else who understands. And with the connected age that we live in, it's totally possible to connect with people online that may have had similar experiences as you. I think that's kind of what I'm feeling, is you're feeling so estranged from connection. You feel alien. You feel it's impossible for you to connect because nobody would understand. But that's a lie that you're telling yourself. This is really important for your healing, for avoiding this disaster. Quit it. There's nothing you've done that's so bad. You weren't a mistake here. People do understand and people care. And I bet you there's people in your life right now, too, that already care. You probably don't even have to go too far. But with this eclipse and creating new opportunities for yourself, this is a requirement. You can't, we are not an island. And maybe that's the third choice for some of you. You know, she's on this island thinking she is an island. And this island over here really is not an island at all, but it's, you know, the rest of the world. Maybe she needs to make that choice, or they need to make that choice to go connect with people, to remember that they are human. Where this takes place, what it has to do with is the Six of Cups. And Six of Cups is nostalgia. It's looking to the past with fondness, generosity, giving. For some of you, I'm feeling like there's a fear surrounding your past. And for some of you, with your family specifically, or you're afraid to be, or this has to do with, in order to connect in ways like this, you have to give an open path to your heart. Does that Sia song? To let your emotions show is the only way to make friendships grow. You're needing to give of yourself, to be generous with who you are. Because right now all that is just sitting inside of you. And I think that's connected to whatever this is that you've let go of as well, or are letting go of. This should be shared with people. And the longer that you're going refusing that for yourself, the closer that you're getting to that demise. And like I said, I don't feel like this is an inevitability. This is a warning. Cut the crap. And I don't mean to be dismissive of pain that's going on here, because there's obviously pain. But snap out of it. Pain is a message. Pain is letting you know that something very important is going on. So pay attention. Instead of ignoring it and letting it affect your sleep, address it. Look into it. Figure out where it's coming from. You're not a victim. Even if you've been victimized, you are not a victim. If you have been victimized, I am sorry that you've gone through that. That's never something that's fair. And at the end of the day, it's still our responsibility to address it. Nobody else can. And what this is telling me is you're at a point where, end of the line, buddy. It's time to address it. So this is something that you hope for. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a very nurturing energy. She's very generous with her emotions. She's very compassionate. So I think this is a message from your soul. They want this for you. They want you to find that compassion and generosity and nurturing from yourself and also from others. So get out of your way. I'm just getting a very almost a rock right here, and I don't know why. But stop it. It's not cool to be that tough guy. And whatever's happened in your situation or life that makes you feel like you have to be that way, it's time to make the decision to drop that. Because honey, this is not good. And you deserve way more than that. The path that this individual was on before is way happier. And it's your choice. This is your choice. This is not, you're not a slave to your circumstance. You're not a victim, like I said, of like, why is this happening to me? Because you're making the decision for this to continue happening to you. It's time to open your heart and give that a shot. As far as a sudden new beginning or fresh start, this will be pretty sudden for you. Get in touch with your emotions. You are an emotional being. And it's not impressive to not have emotions or to pretend that you don't. They're going to come out in some way, just more out of control. So whatever this control or that tradition that you're facing or feeling like you have to have, just drop it. Whether it's from you or somebody outside of you, just stop doing it. I don't mean to be aggressive. I want better from you and for you, and I know you do too. And maybe you've been feeling confused as to why you can't sleep right now. Don't be confused. It's you. Because you're the one who's in charge of making the choices. You can blame or point to anyone else around you, even if you have controlling parents or you are in a controlling religion. You have the choice to choose something different. You can tell your parents to take a leap. I promise. You can decide to step away from an organized religion. I promise. Whatever you're feeling like you're stuck in, that doesn't exist. The only constant in life is change. So allow yourself to take that trip, you know? Yeah, people might be upset with you, but how are you feeling right now? Sweetie pie, I don't think you're feeling very good. I know you're not. And you're on the precipice of disaster, painful loss, rock bottom. So let's sidestep that. The outcome here is the Page of Pentacles. And this is a fresh start. I think a lot of you are going to make the right choice for yourself. Choose you. And figure out what that is. But choose that. The Page of Pentacles is a fresh start. So I'm going to pull those 4 cards, like I said, to get some clarification on your challenge, the beneficial energy or your blessings, clarification on the outcome, and then what energy needs to be cleared in order for you to achieve your best outcome. Challenge, we've got the Page of Wands. Your blessing or the good stuff is the Knight of Swords. Clarification of the Page of Pentacles is the Four of Pentacles, and then the energy that needs can't make it up. The energy that needs to be cleared is the Hierophant, which is what you got. Okay, so that's funny. It's a little bit of a cheeky read, I'm gonna be honest. Like, very important message. This isn't joking around, but okay, so Page of Wands as your challenge here. Dovetailing off of what I was talking about here with the Knight of Wands, whatever that passion or creative spark inside of you that was on a path in the past, your challenge, this is the start of that passion again, or that creative. This is an individual who is energetic and creative and playful, and that's the energy that you're missing here. This is why you're moving towards the Ten of Swords. Maybe you need to get in touch with your inner child. Like you've been kicking them while they're down right now, and that sucks, buddy. That's not how we treat our children. You deserve to be nurturing and loving towards that inner child. And I think for some of you, you are aware of that already, and you want that for yourself, and you're working towards that, and good for you. Thank you for doing that work, because that's not easy, and that's how we heal the world. It starts with you healing yourself. So thank you. And for those of you that are getting ready to take that journey, thank you as well for having the courage to do that. So being your challenge, what this is saying to me is you're having a hard time getting back to this. And that's what I was saying. The good stuff, or the energy, the supporting energy, the blessing that you have this month is the Knight of Swords. And this to me is connecting to the portal. What it's saying is that you have the ability right now, just like with the portal, you're right there. You're at the magic button. You're at the easy button. What is required of you, though, is to take the action, to make the steps, to make the intention, to focus your power of mind and your thought on what it is that you want, instead of focusing it on the nightmare. Because focusing on the nightmare gets you rock bottom. So running towards the things that you want, that's your blessing right now. That is supported. Do not be afraid, whatever it is that you need to decide. Like I said, for some of you, I see standing up to parents, or a power of some sort, a perceived power. You are being supported to do that. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Clarifying your outcome here, you've got the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is a focus on security and stability, especially with finances in the material realm. So with the Page of Pentacles being your outcome, that new beginning, that fresh start, it's also encouraging you to focus on stabilizing that venture. You don't want to go back to this. So once you make that decision, stabilize it. Grow it into a strong structure so that nobody can take this drive away from you again, especially yourself, to do the work that's required to make it successful, but to make it strong. And you can do that. The energy that needs to be cleared in order for you to have the best possible outcome, like I said, the Hierophant is the energy that we had at the beginning too. So whatever structures or tradition or religion or just ways of being that you've been in the past need to be cleared. It wasn't working for you, was it? So that needs to go. Allowing somebody else to have power over you, even if it's you making the choice to let them have that power over you, that needs to go. It's time for you to call back your power and your passion. So thank you, Libra, for joining me here today. I really hope this was helpful, and if it resonated with you, please like, comment, share. I'd love to hear about it in the comments, what you like, what you didn't like. Please subscribe too. I am absolutely trying to build this channel, and I need help from people like you. It's how YouTube works. Please take a look at your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs as well to get a little bit more information on what might be going on for you here with the eclipse season and this month. I am going to get weekly readings out here in the next few days for the start of the 9th. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I really enjoyed being able to read this for you, and I hope that you find it helpful. So thank you again. Love you, Libra. We'll see you soon.